I'm the Base Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, the Frosty Planet Pack DLC. Now, today my friends, I would really like to get this thing fully operational. It is built and ready to roll. We are just missing a few key components. Oh, look at that, this is just fan-freaking-tastic, isn't it? One of those key components is a place to process all of these materials that we are going to receive from here. Which I think we're going to be doing over here. We need a little bit more steel. We have been shipping it here from the main planet, but we still need more. We will also need to convert this very toasty salt water into usable water for these machines and for our own personal use inside of the colony. So with that in mind, let's queue in a few... Oh boy. Okay. Are you feeling okay, game? You are. Let's queue up a few extra of these bits. We also need a few extra of these bits, apparently. And hopefully, in a few cycles, we'll have access to a bunch of steel, which we are going to use to pretty much build both a cooling loop and steel-based machinery to withstand these very toasty temperatures. Now, my friends, over here on the home front, I would like to start working on our rocket capabilities. We already have our starport ready, and given that we are going to have the petroleum soon, I would really like to start working on this. Now, we still don't have the database production available to us, but we will have soon. Besides, we have accumulated quite a bunch amount of databases. Yeah, that's what we are gonna see now. Banks, maybe? Yeah, there we go. 66 units of data banks. And that should be more than enough to do at least one research, you know, to get the petroleum thingies going. I kind of want to skip pretty much every single other... do you fit in there? You do. I just want to skip every single other form of rocket propulsion, given that there is like no reason to go through them, you know. Excuse me? Could you guys do something else? Oh, they will... Oh my god. Okay, I never... I'd never used these things before, but I did not knew that the dupes would just sit there waiting for their turn to move. That's quite interesting. Alright, my friends, so in order for us to achieve our objectives, we need to first start by draining and deconstructing the entire map, or at least this section of it. We pretty much are gonna drain all of these loose liquids into this pool. We're gonna use just your average pump and put them back into this tank. As long as they are just regular water. This is water, that's water. And salt water, that's totally fine. We just want to make sure we don't mix in ethanol. Because, you know, kinda looks the same if you look at it sideways. But in any case, let's just start by doing that. Put all the liquids inside of that thing, creating a bunch of space. I think I'm going to deconstruct this, and I'm going to ignore this. I'm probably gonna create like a shield somewhere around here to protect us from this very nasty radiation. Who knows, we might even use it in the future. But right now, we want to insulate from it. And we'll use like this space over here for our small but very important industrial area. I can tell you, my friends, this might be a large undertaking for only 3 dupes, but I think it's gonna be okay. We still need to dig out a bunch of stuff. They are taking their sweet time just building the most basic of things. You know, mostly because there are only 3 of them, and one of them is preoccupied with making sure that everybody has something to eat, so technically only 2 of them. In the end, we are only gonna need like 2 operators over here, plus Ada, who's going to do the basic maintenance of the colony, like food, you know. If we have another operator come by, we will select it for this planet. Just, you know, so that it can help out a lot doing these kinds of things. One more hand is like 25% more manpower, so that's quite the boost, you know. And now, over here on this planet, my friends, we have unlocked the... Oh, dummy base manager is not over there. The base manager doing its dumb again. We now have the petroleum engine, my friends. Well, the small one. So, who knows? We could technically start building, like, the thing. Let's build it out of mercury. Yeah, let's... It sounds like a great idea. No, aluminum. Aluminum is good enough. We're gonna need one of these, one of the big bad boys, you know, because why not? And this one can be permanent in the sense that let's build the U. And how many more tiles now do we have? We go over here, we add modules. Module burden 5. I think maybe we don't have a lot more space. Huh. Okay, it's 20, it says over there. 4 out of 20. So over here, how many do we have? We have a total of 11 tiles. So we'll be able to put like solar panels and stuff like that on top of this bad boy, which is really, really nice. And an external battery, that's gonna help. Cargo, maybe we don't need. If we can fit everything in there, that would be great. Oh, hello, beautiful. What do we got here? We got Timbleweed seeds for the very first time. Oh my god, I can't believe this, my friends. We finally have it. We don't have a lot of polluted water over on that front. Although maybe we should send it there. We can make polluted water. It's not that hard. Right, our dupes, they poop. Maybe we could send it over here. I don't know. I have to think. I'll pull them over here first, and then we can send them there. If at all possible, if at all necessary. But yeah, finally, we got the Timbleweed seeds. Alright, this has been built, which is just fan-freaking-tastic. Let's deconstruct the rocket station. Let's move into the planet view, please. Pause the game just for 1 second. Beautiful, look at it. Look at how majestic it is. Yeah, now, it has been a very long time since I last done one of these, but I think I still remember how to build a proper habitat for a Rocketeer dupe to go into orbit. This time it's going to be one of our research dupes, but eventually, you know, it's gonna be a proper Rocketeer. So let's see if we can still pull this off. Well, this first iteration looks a bit like there is something missing. I think I have to reorganize this thing a bit, and my biggest problem is the telescope. I wish I could put it over here. But I don't think, yeah, that we can. I don't think we can put it over there. Nor can we push this a little bit upwards, because I think this thing needs to be in line with the rocket windows to function properly, which is a bit of a shame to be perfectly honest. But yeah, because we need to put this thing and this thing in the same vessel, we are very limited on the amount of space that we have available to us. Now, when it comes to water storage, I think we're gonna make do without it. This is for small, shorter missions. So, just filling up the pipes with water should be more than enough to give us enough water for, you know, lavatory and sink usage throughout our mission. Yeah, that's one less building that we need to have inside of the rocket. Although, that means that we must refuel it, or in this case, restock it with water at every single mission, which is less than ideal, you know. Well, my friends, the dupes over on the main planet, they work really fast, at least in comparison, of course, because, yeah, this thing is almost built and ready to roll. It is absolutely incredible. Over here, yeah, things still look much the same. It has been, well, they have been working a lot, okay? Well, we have to give them credit. They have been working a lot, just not fast enough, if you know. If you know what I mean. But in any case, I'm still waiting for the operating dupe to come by, to come and give them an end. But if not, well, we just need to wait. We have almost devastated this little bit. I kind of want to make a clean water tank over here in the future, so that we have water for our own personal use. Yeah, other than that, I just want to clear out this entire area. Of course, being mindful of this ethanol, which is in a very annoying spot, but, you know, that's quite often having stuff in annoying spots. Also, for the outside, I decided that this was gonna be our final form. Like, I think, yeah, we don't need this much oxalite, although we can bring it, it's not gonna matter, because I'm pretty certain it's like 1 oxalite for every 2 fuel, so, you know, we won't have a lot of range with this thing. But hey, the purpose of this rocket, it's pretty much to put it into orbit, allow it to survey a little bit of the surroundings, but what we really need is the databanks. That's pretty much it. Once we have enough databanks to advance for proper rockets, you know, the proper engines, then we'll deconstruct this and transfer this Spacefarer module into a proper module, put all the fuel in the world inside of that thing, and then we'll start, you know, searching the large cosmonautic emptiness that we have around us. The universe is dark and full of terrors, so... Oh, also, on this side of the map, we are dangerously running low on coal, my friends. Well, that's gonna be a problem, because we don't have any more coal. Like, anywhere. Look at it. We pretty much have like this little bit of a reserve over there and these little bits, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really sad, because if we are able to build this thing, we'll never need coal again, right? We'll have the natural gas, and there is a bit of something over there. What is that? Well, just my imagination. We will have infinite amounts of natural gas to burn, but until then we need the coal, and we need the coal to kickstart this thing. And oh my god, this is gonna be either very close or just a few cycles too late. Which is a shame, but oh well. Well, we spent a ton of time not getting any thimbleweed seeds, but the moment we got one, we got them all. Right. Thank you, game, once again, for more thimbleweeds. We'll put these ones over here, maybe they'll be useful. Who knows? Okay. What can you see through there? I wonder. Well, the reality is apparently a lot. Well, okay, that's neat. That's interesting. Well, someone trapped themselves. How? Who is trapped? We have discovered something, but how did you get yourself trapped in there? Like my mind, like my friends, sometimes the dupes surprise even me. How did you get yourself trapped in there? It's very discomforting to think about. Well, in any case, we have discovered something. We have discovered the phlegmia. Yay! Oxalite meteor showers. Now, those are interesting. We have polluted water, cobalt, gold. That's nice. That's nice. Well, all the nice things apparently are over there. Nice. A bunch of niceness. We have tundra, swampy, marsh, radioactive, and metallic. Alright, that's interesting. We also got a destroyed satellite over there, and maybe we'll even be able to find something else right there. Fan-freaking-tastic. So the dupe inside of the landed rocket is already able to do quite the surprising amount of things. Okay, this might be a problem. This might be a tiny little problem. Okay. Right now we can't really mitigate that. I mean, we can. We just need to make some changes to our rocket, but I'm glad these little flaws are being exposed right now. I'll go through there and then we'll deconstruct that. We can put plastic right here and then over there. I think plastic is really good. At least it used to be really good at mitigating. 52%. That's actually not that good, to be perfectly honest. Let's go over here and try to look at one of these tiles. For example, 60%. That's more like it. The plastic used to be so good. Why no good no more? Well, yeah. Oh, you also can't. Of course. Yeah, we'll have to deconstruct this temporarily to build that tile right there. Alright, my friends, even after 20 cycles, our dupes are still way away from getting this thing done. So I would say that on the other side of the galaxy, it would probably be not a terrible idea for us to start preparing for the arrival of the petroleum. We know exactly what we are gonna get. So instead of just waiting around, I decided to start opening up a space for our starport logistics. We need space to put a bunch of stuff, a bunch of storages for all of the necessary components and consumables for our rocket fleet. So yeah, we have to start working on that. We need to start working on refueling systems, storages, and a lot of things. Now, given that we are gonna skip straight into petroleum stuff, I would say that we are safe to start building the like a petroleum rail through here. Although I don't know the position. Oh, darn it. Please, game. Thank you. Thank you, I said. There we go. I don't remember the position of the input on the big rockets, so well, we'll have to probably improvise in the future if I start building things now. But in any case, we are gonna need a refueling system for here anyway, and usually, you know, it's something along the lines. We have a main petroleum line that goes across the entire starport with valves. These valves will then get open by some automation. You know, this thing sends a green signal when it's here. If it's here, probably needs fuel, right? It sends it into a one of these bad boys. Oh, come on, game. Game is starting to lag out a little bit on me. Sends it into one of these bad boys, something along these lines, and then, in order to prevent fuel from being in the line permanently, we send the remaining of the fuel once this thing is done, right? We have a return line with one of these bad boys over here, and then guess what? Whenever fuel goes through there, it sends a reset, a green signal, resetting the entire thing, sending a red signal over here, closing the valve, preventing fuel from being stuck in the pipes, and preventing a lot of mess from occurring in the first place. But now, I have to, you know, do this, but try to make it as permanent as possible. Oh, also, we're gonna need a huge amount of oxygen, even though our number of dupes in general is not gonna increase that much. Just because we're gonna need to distribute oxygen through so many places, we need to have a second one of these bad boys, just to produce oxygen for the starport. So yeah, getting started on this project, also not a terrible idea. Well, my friends, the printing part has been quite generous today. We got a snazzy suit, look at that, trying to find a snazzy suit in the middle of all these junk. Oops, it was the first thing in the list, there we go. You know, given that Ada is gonna be the steward of this planet, you know, Ren eventually is gonna leave, I would say that she deserves to be as snazzy as humanly possible. Look at her, how beautiful. Game, when were you gonna tell me that everybody is on the verge of suffocation over here? Like, the game loves it to tell you that, you know, someone is starving when they're not. But when people are actually suffocating, the game decides that you don't need to be informed. Okay, my friends, so over here on the main planet, storage-wise, it's gonna be something simple. We're going to vacuum this thing out, because the temperatures over here are quite extreme. The fuel will be exposed to very extreme temperatures, from very low temperatures to very hot. So if we could vacuum the storage area, that would probably be for the best. However, we must be careful not to have fuel hotter than 75 degrees, that would suck. Now, there is also another complication. Minus 62 degrees is enough to froze solid the petroleum, hence the necessity to vacuum this thing out so that the fuel can retain its toastiness, so that it doesn't freeze on the pipes over here. But yeah, we need to be careful with that, because I'm not going to build all of these out of steel. Like, we're not rich, okay? We're not running that kind of budget over here, so yeah. That's done. Up next we need storage for oxygen. We still need to do this. And over here on this planet, well, things are kinda looking okay. kinda, okay? We are almost done over here. Some of the machines are already in place, although I think I'm gonna move these things a bit. I still don't know. We're gonna have our cooling loop over here. We're gonna have a power plant over here, refinement, desalination, something pretty compact, nothing out of the ordinary, you know. Yeah, I still have to, engineer a few things. But should be relatively easy. We still need to build the cooling loop though, and all of that. Yeah, we have 15 cycles till the end of the episode. I don't think we're gonna be done anywhere close in 15 cycles, so we'll see. We'll see how far we can get. Oh, my friends, after like, I don't know, maybe 10,000 hours. I don't know. It has been so long. I've been trying to fit all the pipes in here, and oh boy, the pipe maze is becoming almost impossible to discern. Like, oh god. Oh well, in any case, I am almost done. Our cooling loop is not gonna be big, but it's gonna be strong enough, I hope. That we can chill out the power plant, the refineries over here, the area where the desalinators, which also produce quite amount of heat, exist, and even a little bit of a heat exchange over here, so that we can control the temperature of the petroleum going out. We wanted to maintain it like 50 degrees, yeah, if at all possible, it would be pretty nice. Well, my friends, we have something interesting in the blueprint pod. We have May over here, which is another operator, which I think we're gonna need over here on this colony. 2 operators, plus a 3rd dupe to take care of operations around here, you know. However, I think we'll have to decline right now, which is mighty unfortunate. Or, I just thought about that. We could send it into the other planet. Let's pause the game just for a second. We can send this operator into this planet, where there is space for them over here, and whenever the other colony is more capable of sustaining more dupes, then we teleport them over there. You know what? That sounds like a great idea. Welcome over here, May. For now, please don't access the outside, because you're not going to be doing anything useful. But yeah, just entertain yourself. And now, my friends, over here, trust me, that operator is desperately needed. Look at the mess that we have over here. Look at the unholy thing we are creating. Oh my god. This is so much more complicated than it needs to be. But well, you know how things roll around here. I have a tendency of doing such things. And, you know, in the end, I'm going to regret it, because this cooling loop is not going to be sufficient to keep everything cold. But, you know, at least it's arcs around, you know, in our power plant, in our refining area. It's then gonna go over here to chill out water that we want to put into that tank, you know, given that it's gonna be extremely toasty. Maybe we want to store it at a better temperature. Then goes into the tank itself to maintaining that temperature, then wraps all the way over here to control the temperature of the petroleum itself, because we talked about this in the past. We have to control the temperature of that petroleum. Can't be too toasty now, can it? And yeah, then circles around and gets chilled off again. A lot of things to ask to just a saltwater cooling loop. That's like what we are gonna have. Let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, it's not great. The specific heat capacity, it's okay, but the conductivity, it's not great. But well, it's better than nothing. We could technically use crude oil, you know, we do have copious amounts of the stuff, but to be fair, it's not that much better. At least, well, it's worse in the specific heat capacity. Sure, it can conduct better, but, you know, you need the coolant to be able to absorb temperature, not really just transmit it. But yeah, all of that to say that I don't think we'll be able to make anything operational by the end of this episode. Yeah, I may have overestimated things a little bit, you know. Tends to happen sometimes. Over here we still are working on this, which is, as you can see, gonna take some sweet time. I also want to have the proper storage for all of these gases. We want to be able to have enough gas so that we can fast recharge one of these things. This thing takes so long to recharge, my friends, because it's 3,600 kilograms. 1 kilogram at a time. Okay, that's why we have 3 ports going in. The 4th one is for suits and other stuff that we might need nearby. But yeah, Yeah, this takes so long, so yeah, we want to have a bunch of storage. Yeah, we're nowhere close to be done. Yeah, it's probably gonna take one more episode. Man, the game is really starting to lag a lot. I wonder why. I wonder what are we doing to the game that maybe is making the game lag a lot. Jesus, if only I had a solution and an explanation for this phenomenon. But yeah, my friends, we are absolutely abusing the game right now. No wonder we are playing at 22 frames, or in this case a little bit more. It's, you know, it goes up and down, and, you know, it's one of those things. But yeah, I think, I usually always make a mess of things. It is inevitable. Messes are gonna happen in this game. It's just that I think that in this DLC I may be going a little bit over the edge. You know? There is weird interactions and gunk everywhere. But well, we are almost at the end of the episode, and I don't think, yeah, it's not a thing, it's a no. We are nowhere near close enough to getting everything operational, but luckily most of the infrastructure is finally in place. I'll have to do a little bit of deconstruction here and there, you know, to make things work. But yeah, I think that 50 more cycles are gonna be needed before this is operational. Now, good news is that, as I stated, most of the stuff is already in place. The mess, the pipes, all of that I've been just building while I wait. So it's mostly just a matter of connecting things. I'll have to figure out the automation for this part. For the water, we'll also have to bring those... Oh my god, what? It's not problematic. We'll also have to figure out a way of bringing toasty water over here, because guess what? If this was frosty, this is even more frosty. Yeah, bunch of challenges still ahead of us. Also, my friends, another thing. Just I like to always find new things, right? I don't know how, I don't know why, we just flooded the entire map with carbon dioxide. Look at that, like, the carbon dioxide was like at 5 kilos maybe over in this area. It still is in some areas, some others are a bit more increased. But the reality is that over here we have oxygen and other mixture of gases, the ones that are compressed over here right now. All of that carbon, like the liquid carbon dioxide that was just destroying the game, like a few moments ago. It all turned into gas, and guess what? The frames are back up. So interesting, and at the same time terrifying, because we just pressurized the map with a ton of carbon dioxide, and you know, the carbon dioxide will melt anyways, and we still have messes, but still, you know, it's one of those things. Yeah. But well, my friends, with the end of this cycle, so come the end of this episode. Now, even though we haven't achieved really any objective, we have done solid work just on this side of the map where we have a bunch of help. We, like, obliterated a big chunk of the map, really. If you look at this, it's probably like 10% of the map obliterated, so that we have real estate just to put new things, which is always nice. I love destroying the map. I love carving out large sections of the map. But well, it is what it is. Now, on the other side, we also have made plenty of progress. You know, things are mostly piped up and built. It's just a matter of building the most pesky of things that are in difficult to reach spots and whatnot. Things that our little dupes will have to figure out. Yeah, other than that, it's just a matter of building, putting some fluids into those pipes and hoping that it works. But, come on, please. Thank you. But, with all of that said, my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please, I think I forgot to say something, but well, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. Also, if you'd like to see this series continue, please leave me a comment and a like down below. Oh, I remember, my friends. I know these videos have been somewhat delayed, but I've been busy, and I'm gonna continue being busy for the next week, but things should come back to normal soon. As normal as one can be. Right. But in any case, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye-bye.